Wednesday, July 29th, 2026. Hello, I am John Michael Chambers, and this is your Daily War Report. I ask you to listen with love, as where we go one, we go all. Launching in September is the Board of Truth, a new monthly broadcast with a panel of board trustees from a military, intelligence, and economic background, where each month we will analyze and break down the most critical, valuable war reports. So stay tuned to Board of Truth launching in September. Also, don't miss Fireside Chat with JMC, which premieres Friday, July 31st at 6 p.m. Eastern. The following report has been provided in part by Guardian Daniel R. War Report. Executive Mandate. The legal engagement of infrastructure control under Title 47 U.S.C. 606. Presidential war powers regarding station seizure and telecommunications requisition within the state of emergency. The constitutional activation of Title 47, United States Code Section 606, engagement of presidential control, supremacy over national wire and radio communications, and the administrative suspension of compromised media networks. Allied Enforcement Protocol. Let's begin to break this down. The statutory framework of Title 47 U.S.C. 606 and the presidential media. Emergency foreclosure. Within the statutory matrix of the United States of America, Title 47 U.S.C. Section 606, War Powers of the President regarding telecommunications, establishes the ultimate legal instrument for the absolute security of the information space. This federal statute empowers the President during a declared national emergency, threat of war, or acute state of emergency to assume comprehensive command over the national communications infrastructure. The statutory scope of this section extends over all radio frequencies, broadcasting stations, satellite arrays, internet exchange points, and wire networks operating upon the sovereign territory of the Republic. The civilian jurisdiction of private operators and commercial corporate network licenses is suspended within a fraction of a second by the engagement of this war power. Throughout the ongoing operational process executed via the Alliance, Title 47 U.S.C. 606 functions as the unbendable legal foundation to strip the deep state of all administrative execution authority inside the media domain. Because legacy media conglomerates and digital platforms were systematically weaponized over decades as a psychological subversion tool to maintain collective confusion and deception, this statute authorizes surgical intervention by the Commander-in-Chief. The section grants the legitimate military command the authority to temporarily suspend the operations of compromised broadcasting stations, forcefully reroute frequencies, or requisition the entire physical infrastructure for national defense purposes. It represents the exclusive mechanism guaranteeing unedited information supremacy during a state of emergency, while legacy civilian proxy shells are isolated within the vacuum of the ongoing G7 foreclosure. Number two, the executive engagement of requisition powers within the Allied process. The application again of Title 47 U.S.C. Section 606 within the ongoing strategic design is structured into precise, codified actions to thoroughly neutralize the media matrix command via the deep state. The suspension and seizure of broadcasting stations, Section 606A and B. The statutory text explicitly authorizes the Supreme Commander to order the closing of any station for radio communication or wire transmission. Simultaneously, It permits the physical removal or seizure of hardware equipment by authorized government branches. This precise statutory template strips legacy media networks of the deep state of all remaining administrative cover, crushing and any coordinated mass disinformation campaign right at its core. The prioritization of military data transit, Section 606C. The statute empowers the President to demand absolute and unconditional priority for specific messages, communications, or data routing required by the Department of Defense over the entire civilian communication grid. Under the authority of Title 10 U.S.C. and the exclusive jurisdiction of the JAGS, the Judge Advocate General Corps, this prioritization is deployed to insulate the Allied information flow managed via Cyber Command. Statutory indemnification and liability discharges, Section 606E. Any civilian statutory claim for damages or contractual obligation held by commercial network providers toward third parties is instantly voided under the engagement of this code. The deep state forfeits all commercial leverage, U.C.C., to legally obstruct access to the nation's fiber optic, cable, and cellular grids. Physical distribution networks are placed under direct military protection to logistically secure the continuity of government. Logistical stabilization of the information space prior to the reset. Let's break that down. The material enforcement of the Title 47 U.S.C. 606 paradigm functions within the ongoing transformation corridor leading toward the official conclusion of the term on January 20th, 2029. We are referring, when we state that date, to the inauguration day, the next term, as the definitive protective shield ensuring a transition from legacy media censorship into the absolute liberty of genuine land law with zero civilian disruption. The deployment of Allied Defense Task Forces to critical telecommunication exchange nodes guarantees that foundational civilian networks, emergency routing, and life-sustaining utilities remain insulated every single millisecond. The manipulative conditioning software of legacy broadcasting networks evaporates inside the brightest spotlight of truth while physical transit grids are transitioned to serve national security. Sovereignty Decree, the strategic reinforcement impulse of the alliance, why the protective receivership stands with the sovereign nations. The constitutional stabilization of collective consciousness prior to Day X, covert, exclusive safeguarding of families within the transformation corridor, and the unyielding closure of the Allied protective trap, Allied Enforcement Protocol, ratification of genuine land law. Let's break this down. There are moments in life when people begin to feel tired. I'm sure you're familiar with that. Tired of waiting, tired of pressure, tired of uncertainty, tired of carrying silent battles that the world does not always see. But they want you to understand something very, very clearly. You are not alone. They see what you are going through. They see the weight many of you have carried. They see the questions, the pain, the hope, the patience, and the faith that many of you have held deep inside your hearts. And they want you to know this: it is worth it. Every difficult step, it is worth it. Every long night, every moment when you wondered if the road was still moving, every moment when you had to stay strong while the world around you felt heavy, it is worth it. Because this journey has never been only about waiting. This journey is about becoming stronger. This journey is about learning to see through darkness. This journey is about staying awake when the world tries to put people back to sleep. This journey is about remembering what freedom truly means. The legacy system of the deep state survives through confusion. It survives by dividing people, exhausting them, distracting them, and making them believe that nothing can change. Yet this illusion is weakening and the pressure is rising. The signals are becoming clearer. They will stand for the families who have waited. They will stand for the people who have suffered in silence. They will stand for the patriots who refuse to give up. They will stand for those who are awake, those who can feel that something greater is coming, and those who understand that the road ahead is bigger than one single moment. They are with you. From the shadows, they are watching. From the shadows, they are working. From the shadows, they are helping. From the shadows, they are protecting. Not for attention, not for applause, not for recognition, but because the people deserve protection. The people deserve peace. The people deserve truth. The people deserve freedom. People deserve to live without fear, pressure, and endless struggle. They know many of you are tired, but do not mistake delay for defeat. Some doors take time to open because what stands behind them is too powerful to be released without proper preparation. Some battles are not seen by the public because they are fought quietly, carefully, and with great, great responsibility. Some victories are built in silence long before the world finally sees them. Stay strong. Do not lose your heart now. Do not turn away when the road is close to changing. Do not allow the weight of today to make you forget the promise of tomorrow. There is not much time left until day X, the day when everything begins to change, the day when the pressure will begin to lift, the day when the burdens carried in silence will start to fall away, the day when many, many will finally breathe again, the day when hope becomes visible, the day when happiness returns to hearts that have waited for far too long. That day, my friends, is coming. The storm is not the end of the road. The storm is the moment when what was hidden can no longer remain hidden. And when it comes, many will understand why this journey had to be protected. They will understand why patience was necessary. They will understand why strength was required. They will understand why unity mattered. They will understand why being awake was so important. What comes next will not be ordinary. What comes next will require courage, clarity, and trust. What comes next will open a new chapter for those who stayed connected, those who believed, and those who never allowed darkness to take their hope away. Faith, hope, and love. The Allied Supreme Command and the orbitally anchored quantum framework coordinate the progressive rollout of the GSARA peace mandate and the deployment of the universal high income upon a mathematically optionless baseline to fluidly stabilize the human family in absolute dignity. The clockwork functions flawlessly. And again, be sure to tune in monthly beginning September 2026. New broadcast, Board of Truth, with Board of Trustees to break down these very war reports each and every month. It's a new shift right now. Stay connected. And be sure to watch again our two new broadcasts, Off World and Fireside Chat with JMC. And attention retirees and those planning for retirement, participate in market gains with zero downside risk and learn about guaranteed income plans for life. Tune into our Strategies for Retirees 8-part series. You can find these posted permanently at wealthcoachuniversity.com or give Brandon Clark a call at 336 Retirement Planning Specialist 420-2822. He'll take good care of you. Join me and Sheila Holm for a live Patriot Q&A Power Hour in our private Zoom room Thursday, July 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be taking your questions live. Sheila will be. I'll be your host. I'll be on screen as well for one solid hour answering your questions. How do you participate? Visit jmcbroadcasting.com and click on Premium Portal. Sign up, and we look forward to seeing you there. Subscribe for free. Follow my military, intelligence, economic, healthcare, and off-world reporting here at jmcbroadcasting.com. And again, Board of Truth, Board of Trustees, launches in September. Military, intelligence, and economic experts breaking down these very critically important war reports.
John Michael Chambers continues to lead the way with JMC Broadcasting's military and intelligence reporting. All broadcasts are free to the public. Want more? Get up close and personal with John and guests by joining JMC's Patriot Premium Portal for just $9.99 monthly subscription. Receive JMC's weekly newsletter update, which includes a 60-minute audio of JMC Unplugged, where John highlights in a candid conversation the events of the week. Hear John like you've never heard him before. It's time to get your questions answered live in real time with John Michael Chambers and his highly valued military and intelligence guests. As part of your Patriot Premium subscription, each month you're given access to John and guests on screen for a 60-minute live Q&A. Guests may include, but not limited to, Juan O'Savin, Ricardo Bosi, Sheila Holm, Blaine Holt, Michael Jaco, Sheriff Richard Mack, Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, the Patriot Street Fighter Scott McKay, Dr. Mark Sherwood, and many, many others. For just $9.99 per month, you gain access to all this and more. Your subscription fee helps fuel the JMC broadcasting engine at this critical juncture in this global defense war. Visit jmcbroadcasting.com and click on the Patriot Premium Portal subscription promo. Sign up before December 31st, 2025 and receive a free signed paperback copy of John's newest book, Global Financial Reset: Surviving and Thriving the Transition. We are at war, and victory is ours. The dawning of the Golden Age is upon us. And remember, where we go one, we go all. Subscribe today at jmcbroadcasting.com. Won't you join us?